Hi. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. I'm outside. There's a lot of glare, but I wanted to be on the patio. Glad's at the pool. Hello, Anthony. Hello, Kenneth. I'm going to go ahead and put out the link right now. All right. Hey, Lorraine. Oh, I had fun last night. I was live for 4 hours. It was crazy. It was fun, though. Thanks to everybody that was there. Kenneth was there. Lorraine was there. Ron was there. Rebecca was there. I wanted to share a video with you because I learned how to do this last night. For those of you that don't know, my dad, well, it's a long story, but my dad passed away right before I left Georgia, the day before. He was 92. Let me do this. And this is, I am nervous again. Let me see if I can still do this. Wait. I got it. There we go. Okay. Let me share out the link now. I hope you enjoyed that. So, and I don't know, a little backstory is my ex had money we had enough money to travel, but we really didn't, except for the kids and to go see. My family lived in California and his family lived in Florida. So he's like, I don't have to take her anywhere. Here's a link. Please come up if you'd like to come up. And so I had a complicated relationship with my dad, but he was my mom passed away in 2009, so I definitely had a better relationship with her. But somebody's in my basement. It's Lorraine.
Hi.
Gorgeous girl.
Can you hear me all right?
Yes, I can hear you.
Trying to figure out my camera.
Is Rebecca going to be here?
She's at work, but my oldest daughter is gonna be watching. Kevin's gonna watch, and my girlfriend in New Hampshire. So I got a few people that I linked up to watch.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, hello, everybody. Hello, Charlie. Hello, Brene. Hello to you, Lorraine.
Thank you.
I'll keep an eye on the basement. I'm getting the hang of this, but there's a lot of glare now since I'm out on the patio here. But I was going to go down by the pool, but so I was going to try and go swimming. Before going live, and I couldn't get into the pool. True story. I couldn't get into the pool. And I don't know why, but it wasn't meant to be because I didn't really have enough time to go swimming. So, what? How are you today? So you got your studio working and things.
No, actually, my studio's still in the works. It would have took too long.
Yeah,
So Rebecca was working and moving. I can't move heavy things, so we live in a
yeah.
small cabin. So the living room is the studio.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it makes it a little hard.
I got bubbly.
I'm
I'm always
drinking.
celebrating.
I'm drinking water.
I got water too, just in case. But anyways, so I was talking about my dad. So um, I didn't realize in my marriage really how the things my ex did because he was sort of sneaky. Like, he took me to Florida, he took me to California, so that's good. But when I separated from him and our credit was good and everything, I traveled a little bit, and I got in trouble with him. I mean, because he was just like, you know, uh, just mad at me for just doing what I. And he said he was going to take me on a cruise for our 25th wedding anniversary for 2011, but he never did. So I went on a cruise in 2017 to the Bahamas, and then I went on a cruise in 2018. They were both Christian cruises, and in 2017 and 2018, I went on a missions trip to Mexico with the Newsboys, and but a funny thing happened when I was in San Diego getting ready to go to Baja, Mexico with the Newsboys. I was thinking, and I was like, I've been to Mexico before. Um, my parents took me down to Mexico,
Right.
and they took us up to Canada. We would go, I've said before, we would go to Yosemite every year. We would camp at Carpinteria, where I camped with my RV in last month. What is it, March?
Yeah, March.
I
It's
can't
hard
believe
to
it's
keep track, isn't it?
time flies. So we would camp at Carpinteria. We went down to Mexico once. My dad took us down there, and we went up to Canada once. And then we moved to the East Coast in 1979, and we went up and down the East Coast. My
Right.
parents took us to. My grandmother had family in the Boston area. We went to Boston, Massachusetts. We went to Washington D.C. We went to New York City.
That's
Um,
where I'm from, just north of Boston.
oh wow, okay.
Originally,
Um,
yeah.
oh yeah. So my grandmother was born on a farm in Foxborough, Massachusetts.
Oh, yeah. It's
Hmm.
beautiful out there.
Yeah, it is. And so this was like something that dawned on me when I was in San Diego in 2017. It was weird because it was the first time I'd ever been. Uh, so some of my family wasn't really keen on like, what, you're getting a divorce, what, and I couldn't find a job, and they were kind of like my brother and even my dad, and like was like, no, I don't think you should. I think you should stay. Not even considering like he doesn't want to stay with me either. Like we want to get a divorce. We
Like,
both want to
me
get a
too.
divorce.
Right.
But my dad was just like, I think you should stay with. And he never really liked him, but he was just like concerned for me. And so it was the first time I was in California, and I didn't have time really, and I was going to just go down to Mexico on this 4-day missions trip. And I was in San Diego, and I was just thinking, and I was just like, I've been here before. And I was like, wait. And it dawned on me that my dad had taken me more places in 18 years than my husband had taken me in 30 years. And I was like
Right.
a revelation to me. And the next year was 2018. My dad turned 90, and I wrote him a card and said, and thanked him for all the, even though our relationship was kind of strained. And,
But
you know,
he tried to do stuff though. He
yeah,
tried to get
he
out
he
and
did. he was a good provider, and he did his best. He was adopted and he was an only child, so it was really like crazy for them to have 7 kids in the 60s and 50s and 60s, and uh
Yeah.
so it was really crazy time. They were very naive. My parents were very naive. My dad was born in 1928 in San Francisco, and he was adopted, put up for adoption. And
So he had no idea what a family was, really,
yeah, he
as
never,
far
no,
as
he didn't. He was the
extended.
only child. Yeah,
Yeah.
he didn't have, they were very naive. And he was going to be a pastor. And then, but he became an engineer, because that's what his dad wanted him to do.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so they met in church, but they were, yeah, very naive and very, and it was just, it was just tough. And
Well, it's what was expected. That was like the norm. Was
mhm.
you got married, you had a family, you had a
Yeah,
career. It was
exactly.
all boxed up in a neat package, and that's what they did. They didn't do anything else.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. And and also, I didn't know he was very involved in the stock market, and also, my sister. So my sister was fifth. My brother, my only brother that's living, was sixth, and I was seventh. And my sister had the will, and we don't have a good relationship. So I was not expecting anything at all, too. And I was not expecting anything. And then I was 3 weeks in Georgia after I sold my house on end of August. I still had so many things to wrap up after being there 30 years, and things were strained with my kids. So, like, I was in a hotel room sorting through things, just like 2 minutes from my daughter's house, 2 minutes from my ex's house. And I was just like, I don't want them to see me. I had a license plate, my Georgia license plate on my car said red, and it was
They
about to
couldn't miss
ex-
you.
huh? Couldn't
There was
miss me.
no way to
Couldn't miss me.
hide
My
with
car
that
wasn't red.
license
I
plate.
I didn't
Yeah.
have the red car then, but you couldn't miss me because my license plate said red. I renewed my because my tags were going to expire in October, so I was like, well, let me just renew this. And they gave me a regular tag, and I was like, I didn't want them to know what I was doing, and I had to sort through this stuff, and I put it in storage for my kids. And hello, Michael. I don't want to miss saying hi to anybody, but forgive me, please forgive me if I miss you. I don't want to miss anybody though. Um,
It's hard to watch the chat and stream at the same time.
yeah, yeah. And so I was sorting through all the things, and I had stuff like my grandmother's spoons, and my dad made all these beautiful like wooden toys, like trucks and trains and puzzles and stuff. He used to do woodworking for a while, and so I had a big cardboard box full of those things, um, for my kids, and I put it all in storage. And I didn't know, I wasn't speaking to my oldest daughter at the time. I didn't know if she was going to get it. And I'm like, I'm going to be stuck on paying on the storage, and then I'm going to have to come back to Georgia sometime, this year, and sort through it all. Hey, Ava. Hi, Ray. um and I was like kind of concerned, but I was just sorting, and I was thinking about getting my RV, and I was going to try and get my RV in Georgia, but then I decided, like, let me do one thing at a time. Let me just, like, that's why I wear this be calm, keep calm and let it go shirt. um, so I was sorting through all this stuff. I was taking more stuff to the Goodwill. I had met a friend through selling stuff on Facebook who sold stuff on Facebook, and she sold a lot of little jewelry and little trinkets, and I had a lot of stuff like that. So I gave her stuff. I threw stuff away. I had papers. I thought I left all the tax papers. My ex is kind of a hoarder, really. I thought I left all the tax papers with him, but I found tax papers in all the papers I had from like 1995, and I'm like, what the heck? So I'm starting like tearing. I'm like, I need a shredder, you know. So it was an interesting photos. I ended up with 5 plastic boxes of photos because from 30 years, 5 kids.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I have like 4 or 5 boxes in storage of photos,
mhm.
and it's
And I
like
had
I
photo
want to put
albums.
them on a CD or something, you know.
I had videotapes that I sent into, and everything had to wait. Like even this computer I I got a cheap computer first because I had like so much money left over from my alimony. I'm like, I have $400, you know, and I actually went into Best Buy and got a, you know, 400 cheap Chromebook, and I kind of needed it because when the money came in from my house, I was paying off all my credit cards in my car and everything on, you know, online. And it was crazy. But then I found out I had the wrong when I went to Best Buy for them to put the stuff from my old computer onto my new computer. I had the wrong kind of computer, so I had to spend twice as much. I had to spend like $800 on this nice computer, which is great because it works.
Oh
It's got a
yeah,
pretty good camera,
especially.
and so it's been good. And even like when we did my sister-in-law's Zoom memorial, um, my brother had a laptop that he, I don't know, didn't use very much and everything, and it did something. It shut down on him, and so he ended up on on the Zoom with me.
Yeah.
And so it was good. I'm glad I got this computer. And so anyways, was doing all that for 3 weeks. It took me 3 weeks to sort through all that stuff and leave it in the storage. And on the first day of fall, well, on the 21st, is when my brother called me. I knew my dad wasn't doing good, and my dad had passed away on the 21st of September. And on the 22nd, I headed up to Illinois to Gladys. And so it was,
You were you
it
were
seemed
lucky you
so,
had a place to go to
mm-hmm,
decompress and
yeah,
be around someone who
exactly.
understood. It's
Mm-hmm.
important.
Yeah. And, and up by her, I found an RV. I started looking for an RV. I was still looking for another side story is the thing with my elephant book and the lawsuit. I was looking for a lawyer. I still haven't found one. Anyways, that's still up in the air because
That, that's the one the publisher stole.
yeah, they
The
stole it from
elephant
me,
book.
but then they sued me because I didn't have the money to sue them, so I spoke out about them on social media, and
Um,
they ended up suing me for libel and treacherous interference with business dealings or something. And it's like they got the gall of somebody that screws you over and then turns around and sues you. I mean, really, like I haven't gotten any royalty. They sent me a check for $11. I was so mad I did not even cash it.
no,
Um,
I wouldn't cash it. Mm-mm.
they said I sold 4 online, and I know for a fact. I mean, not that I think I sold, you know, a million copies or anything, but I know I sold more than 4. And it ended up all over the place, and people had it that I don't think we're supposed to. It was on Walmart.com. I was like, what? And it's still out
Walmart.com?
there. It says it's out of print, but it's still out there, and it's not supposed to be out there. I wish it wasn't because I'm not getting any money from
Right.
it being so. Like just last year, someone bought it online. It was someone I knew that I met through selling stuff, and yeah, I didn't get any of that. I didn't see any of that money, and so
I had a similar thing happen. I used to model, and I went through the proofs with the photographer, and I checked off the ones that we were going to use for a magazine and everything. And then the proofs was supposed to go in the trash. They was supposed to be shredded and put in the trash. And it's still in print. One of my photos that was supposed to go in the trash, and It's in a major magazine just sitting there, and I don't get any royalties from it at all.
Hmm.
I,
It's
I
just
keep
it's
the
so
magazine to
aggravating.
show people. I'm like, this is me, but I didn't approve this photo, and I don't get royalties from it.
Hmm.
But that was
That's
I
so
was
aggravating. You
19.
put your heart and soul into something and work so hard on it, and then other people profit off of it. It's really, really infuriating. It's really infuriating. So, um, yeah. But so to end my story, um, so my dad passed away. Found out, well, the lawyers were out of business, and then what the copy my sister had was a copy, and so
Of the will.
it's in probate. Yeah, it's in probate, and so I'm gonna get a good chunk of change. And I was like, thanks, Dad. So, and it was right at a time where I was set because I sold my house and then I paid off all my debt and I paid cash for my RV, but still there was this like I'm still not making any money on, you know, my writing. I still don't have a regular job. I started doing Airbnb because I couldn't find a regular job. And then I had stopped, and then I was selling. I made 3,000. Made over 3,000, I think $700 selling the contents of my house over that like 9 months from December 2019 till September 2020. I made $3,700. Aw,
This is Constance.
aw,
It's
that's a
my
great
dog's name.
name. That's a great name, Constance.
She's
Aw.
a year old and still a puppy. You say hi.
Oh.
You want to say hi? You gonna say hi? You say hi.
She just wants to give kisses.
Yeah, she's spoiled rotten.
Mhm.
You sit nice. Sit nice.
Yeah, so Blue is at the um my friend Gladys's dog. Blue is at the doggy sitter, so she's been checking up on him and texting him, and she sends pictures and we make sure her baby is okay.
My dogs go with me because they're my service dogs, so they go with me. Here's
Yeah.
Maleficent. This is Maleficent. She's going to kiss me too now.
let me let me post. I'm gonna pin the link to the top. Like, let me see. Let me see if I can pin the link to the top, like Kenneth showed me how to do yesterday.
He's awesome. I like him.
Yes, he is.
What a brave guy. I mean, to get me to come live is very difficult. I'm shy. People were like, "You're not shy," and I'm like, "Yeah, I kind of am."
Yeah. Um, yeah, I'm shy sometimes too. I'm multiple personalities. I have red apples.
My problem
Want an
is
apple?
after my
I got an apple
stroke,
for you.
I had 2 strokes, and after my strokes, my face is crooked, and I don't really like the way I look. You know.
Oh, you look gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. See my red hair?
Ah, I love it.
So I'm
Gorgeous.
red like you, red.
We're the most genius gingers.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Kevin. And Kevin.
And Kevin, strawberry blonde
Redheads are
Kevin.
not like blondes.
He's
We're genius.
he's traveling to California right now.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Where is he? So where is he now?
I'm not sure. He was live, and I didn't want to miss
Yeah,
catching
just a
up with
minute
you
ago.
because I had no way of like contacting you and seeing what was going on. So I'm like, well, let me go, Kevin. You know, I'm going on Red's channel. And he says, well, I'll listen to you guys while I'm driving. So I'm not quite sure where he's at. He said something about a blizzard in the mountains.
Oh,
I don't.
wow.
I'm like, you better check that one out. You don't want to go through the mountains on your way to California in a blizzard.
Mm. Yeah, we saw the snow on the mountains when we flew over Arizona.
I'm not quite sure where he is.
There's still snow in Flagstaff. So Flagstaff, I found out, is a higher elevation than Denver, even where my son is.
Right, right. They have snow almost all year long in Flagstaff, don't they?
No, not all year long, but
Late.
I was there in November, and there wasn't snow on the ground. I was in Denver for Thanksgiving, and then after Thanksgiving, I went to Flagstaff to see my niece before I came to California. Hey, Shebna. Hey, V. Hey, Angie. You want to come up, Angie? I
Angie,
think I
hey,
pinned the
come on
link.
up.
Yes. Come up, Angie. Yeah, I pinned it to the top. But hey, Ray, is there a limit on how many mods you can have? Because so I was trying to make Kenneth a mod, and I still wasn't able to. I don't think I made him one. Because I
I
think
don't
maybe I
know if
had,
there's a limit. I'm not aware of that one.
yeah, I'm not aware because I'm new to all this, so I don't
I'm
know.
into StreamYards. I don't know StreamYards that well, but YouTube,
No limit on
I only
mods. I
have
don't
like
know what it
one mod.
was.
I'm never on that much, so I don't really need mods too often. So I have like one mod.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I had one. So I did when I was in Carpinteria. Um, I was thinking of going live at Carpinteria when I was at
Yeah,
the beach because it was a big deal, my first time at the beach, and I really wanted to go to Carpinteria, and it's a state park because that's where we used to camp when I was a kid. With my parents, and so I really wanted to go to Carpinteria, but it was closed when I got to California, and it actually just opened January 28th. The state parks opened. I mean, they were open for day visits, but they weren't open for camping. And so they just opened, and my RV got out of the shop. And so I quick went to the beach before I went to Illinois to doggy sit for Glad. And so um, that was nice. And I wanted to go live, but I guess I was kind of chicken. So what I did is I just filmed a video. I filmed a video and I did it as a premiere. But, you know, I was at the beach and I didn't know it was taking forever to download. And I didn't know that it was working. And then I went on Johnny's journey. I went on Johnny's journey and she's like, wait, like you got a premiere about to go. And I was like, oh, I do? Okay. She's like, you got to go. She's like, I'm going to drop you down because you got to go. And I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. Ah, Angie's here. Angie's here. I like to say, hey, Angie.
hey,
Hey.
Angie.
Hi,
Hey.
Hi,
girl.
Angie.
Hi. Glad you
How
could
are
come up.
you?
I'm
I'm good.
good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I just wanted to pop in and say hi to everybody.
Oh, I'm glad you could.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
did I say hi to Tim? Tim from More Bangs was here. Are you still here, Tim? Hi, Tim. I forgot to say hi to you. I'll be right back, Ray. Don't go long. Don't be gone long. I need you. How are you doing, Brene? I'm talking to people in the chat. I'm sorry. So, how's it in Florida? It's not raining there right now, is it?
It is beautiful down here.
Yeah,
I
it
just came
rains a
inside. I was
lot in the
sitting on the
summer.
porch. Oh, so.
It
I'm
rains a
gonna
lot in the
shove
summer,
myself
doesn't
in
it?
a suitcase and nail myself down.
Yeah, you wanted me to put you in the suitcase to bring you to Palm Springs. That was you that said that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Uh,
It was me.
yeah, a lot of people commented on that. Um,
Not my
oh, you're
favorite
watching
place
it.
to live is Texas. I don't enjoy it.
You don't like the weather there, or what? What do you not?
No, I don't like the weather, and everything's just brown. There's no lush green anything. Unless you go in hill country.
I also lived in Texas for 6 months. My parents lived in Texas for a while,
I'm in
so
the
they
I'm
kind of,
in the desert, southwest Texas,
uh-huh,
almost
yeah,
near Chihuahua, Mexico.
mm-hmm.
So yeah,
So
it's
my
kind of
parents were in
dull.
Austin, Texas for a while, and then Wimberley, Texas. They lived on a river, um, in Texas, and then they finally got back to California in 1995. So I guess they were in Texas from 84 or 85. Yeah, they were in Texas about 10 years too. I was in Florida about 9 years.
I've been
Um,
here 16 years.
wow. Yeah, and so I was in Georgia the longest. So 30 years. And so yeah, my oldest two are still in Georgia, and then let's see. And then my younger son is in Denver. My middle daughter is in North Carolina, and now my youngest is in the Air Force in Mississippi right now. So yeah.
My oldest daughter is in Wisconsin,
Uh-huh.
and then my youngest lives with me, and my son lives in northern Texas right now. It's going to move back down, help me out with my bus probably in June. I haven't even
Cool.
bought my
Cool.
bus yet. I'm still looking. Because mine has to have a lift. Because I have
Yeah.
an electric
Yeah.
wheelchair, and so I have to have a lift and be able to tie it down and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine Kenneth has a lift too. So I was trying ever since Kenneth said he hasn't been to the beach. I've been trying to figure out a way when I go to Mayberry in October
I
to get
love
him to
that.
the beach.
I love the
And
fact
I'm
that
like,
he lives in Mayberry. It's
huh?
like,
No, we're meeting. There's a meetup in Mayberry. He lives in Tennessee. He lives in, but it says on his YouTube channel. It starts with a B. Wait, I'll tell you in a minute. Let me see. It's because it's going to bother me. I won't be able to continue my life. Oh, goodness. It's on the tip of my tongue. Kenneth is in Kingsport. That's it. Kingsport, Tennessee. Yeah. Dana, you're here. The link is linked to the top. Okay. So I hope you're feeling good. She's sneaking in sheepishly. We'll sneak on to the sneak into the basement sneakily too. Dana.
is there any questions? Red, is anybody
Hmm.
asking any questions?
Yeah, well, I haven't told them to ask me any questions. Okay, ask me anything. Oh gosh. No.
You can ask any of us anything. We
No,
might not answer
I
it,
was
but we
gonna
won't.
share. I ended up sharing a lot more than I expected to last time, but so yeah, I've been through a lot, and I haven't had any There she is. There she is. Ah, yay! Give me a thumbs up when you're ready to come up, Dana. No, 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 not yet. Give me a thumbs up like this when you're ready, okay?
What a beautiful sunset behind you.
Yeah, that's why I turned it around. I had it the other way, and I was like, well, I want to have it. And I have red apples. Did I mention that already?
Red what?
Huh?
You have red
Okay,
what?
red apples. Red apples.
Oh,
You
red
know, because I'm
apple.
red. There's little. Glad and I went to the store, so like, there's a kitchen in here. Are you ready yet, Dana? Give me a thumbs up when you're ready. I see her moving around down there. She's banging around in the basement. Okay, okay. All right, Dana's coming up. Hey!
Hi.
Yay!
Okay. I'm going to close
Glad you
down
made
for
it.
just a minute so I can pee and then I'll come right back. Okay.
Okay, you can just turn off the camera and the
Yeah.
sound.
I was gonna tell Dana that's the basement, not the wine cellar. Come on out of there.
That's
She was
the
getting
right.
herself situated. Okay, Rondell's thinking. Oh, good. I'm glad you can see the background good. That's what I wanted to do.
Sorry,
I was
guys.
going to go down by the pool, but I couldn't get into the pool. They wouldn't let me in. I couldn't get into the pool. And then I didn't have enough time. I was telling Glad. So yeah, and I really didn't have time. It was like about 4:30, and uh, Gladys went to the pool, and she's like, so I'm going to the pool. And I'm just like, I'm coming. And she's like, but you're going live. And I was like, well, that's not for an hour. But no, it didn't. It wasn't happening. But I will definitely make it to the pool.
An hour ago, I was searching for my makeup. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, I took my makeup off to go in the pool, and then I'm like, okay, now I have to put my makeup back on. But I have been known to go up on lives without makeup, you know, and then I just like I kind of go like this, you know, I kind of hide.
I just wash out, you know. I'm so pale that I got Irish
Yeah,
skin, you
yeah.
know. I'm half Irish.
Natural redheads are. I'm 5% Irish. I did my I felt like I should have green on, but I didn't have any green with me. But my nails are green. But I'm only 5%. That's and I only know that because I did my because of my dad. I did my ancestry thing. So a lot of things were on hold. It was like $300. I had so many tapes that I got digitized. I sent them to what's the name of that company? iMemories. And they digitized all our videotapes, our 8mm, our VHS tapes. I did that. What was I saying else I did? So a lot of stuff that I was waiting to do until I sold my house, and that was one of the things I wanted to do too, was send my DNA into Ancestry to find out what I was on my dad's side, because I never knew. And I knew that I was Swedish and Norwegian on my mom's side, and it all came out right. You know, my brother's like, oh, I don't believe in that stuff. And I was like, well, gee, how did they know? I didn't tell them that we were Swedish and Norwegian. They said, you know, he thought like I told them. And I was like, no, don't tell them anything. I just send them in, you just send them in your spit. And so it said that I was 5% Irish, which I'm always like going shaking my head at people because they just say red hair and it's like a stereotype thing. They think you're Irish and just like just like every St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, sure, I'm Irish. Whatever. But, so, did it stop snowing, Dana?
I did. And now the sun is shining and all the snow is melting, but it's still cold. And so it's melting right down the sides of my step van and it froze my door shut.
Oh, again? That happens, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This happens a couple times now. I thought
More
I
than a
heard you
couple
say
times.
that.
Let's just say that I'm ready to take that door off.
Oh, no, you can't do that.
Not yet. Well, yeah. No, my son said we
Cold.
got to figure out something else. So.
Are you feeling better today, Dana?
I am. I'm feeling so much better. But that's what happens when the weather changes like that, and the snow finally quits or the rain finally quits. The sun comes out, and yeah. Hold on. You could see it in my eyes too. Well, kind of. This eye looks a little bit better today than it has in days. So, but that's what the weather does to me. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you all for the prayers.
Hello, Bill Higgins. How are
Hi,
you?
Bill.
Welcome.
I can't see anybody's chat, so if I'm ignoring anybody, please forgive me. I am still working on making a cup of tea and then I'll get comfortable.
Yeah, I can't see Chad either. We're all relying on Red.
Right on.
Oh,
Okay.
I better get
How
with
are you
it.
ladies today? I stuck in and listened to y'all last night.
Did you think of a question yet, Ron? Speaking of Kenneth, I don't know where he is. There are people going.
He might have
Right.
kept going last night, and now he's sleeping.
Yeah, he might be.
Wonder how he did on his test today.
Oh, I hope he did well. I will feel bad if he didn't do good. I think he
Hi,
probably did.
Ray.
Hi, Ray. Look, I showed my face, Ray.
Hey, Ron. I know this is like all weird and new and like,
I was saying how shy I am. I normally have a really hard time.
oh yeah. But like I said last night, I figured I am who I am, and there's no better person to be me but me.
Well,
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
true.
Exactly. We should
I
all
used
just
to
be
hide behind my father's leg when we'd go anywhere, even to my aunt and uncle's. I'd be behind my dad's leg, peeking around the corner, going, "No, no, no, don't look at me."
He has a few questions, but he's not going to ask them. You just
Oh,
want to be.
Ron,
You just want to tease us. Okay, thanks.
Ron. If I'm brave enough to be up here with my face showing, you
Hi,
can ask
Ava.
questions.
Ava's up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's Ava.
Yep. Bill. Yep. But I'm only. So Karen. Oh, so Karen, I went on Karen's live yesterday and she talked me into going live last night and I was live for well, you guys know this. Angie and Lorraine know this, but
Four
you were there
hours.
for a little bit, but you had a headache. Yeah. So, but that was fun. That was so fun. And then funny thing happened today because on Karen's live, she was talking about, because I was talking about my car that I got from my sister-in-law and the convertible Toyota Solera, and she's like, well, you need to put that on your trailer. You need to have Glad film you. And we went to the zoo today. We went to the zoo in Palm Desert. That's why I'll share pictures of that in a minute. But I want to tell you the story. So we got in the car and it wasn't warm enough to put the top down on the way there because it was still kind of chilly in the morning, but it was warm enough and I put the top down and comes on the radio, what was that song, Glad? Oh, I can share it. Oh, wait. Okay, so I will do the share thing again. Just a minute. Let me figure this out again. Aha.
My dog's so jealous.
Of you talking to the screen?
Oh, let's see the little baby.
Her name's Maleficent.
Aw.
Oh,
another Disney name.
gorgeous.
So, let's do this again.
Are you on TV? Are you?
She likes the camera.
Are you on TV? Look. See? Say hi. You say hi.
Oh.
Here's my other one.
Don't forget me, Mommy. Don't forget me. I want lovin's too.
So that was a song that came on the radio, which made me think of what Prairie Life had said. It was joy to the world, joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. It came on the radio, and I was like, oh, it's time to do what Karen said, I think. So I handed, and I knew I couldn't share it on I would get a copyright strike just to share it on YouTube, but I shared it on Instagram. So hopefully I won't get in trouble for that. But so that was cute.
That was cute.
Yeah, another thing I was thinking about today is like, if something's gonna work out, it's just gonna work out. Like, me trying to go to the pool, and I was like, okay, I could get frustrated that I can't get into the pool, and like all these people in here, and I was like, where? It's a big pool, and I couldn't see where Glad was either to come, like why don't one of y'all open the gate for me? Hello. And I had my card, but I was putting it on the thing, and it's supposed to turn green, and it wasn't turning green. And I don't know why, but I was just like, you know what? I don't really have time to go to the pool. I wanted to go to the pool, but I don't. Another thing.
Is it warm enough?
Yeah, it's warm enough. It was 70 something, and I'm sure the pool is heated too. So another thing about me is I'm not a water sign. I'm a Libra, but I love the water. And in high school in Boca, so I always, I was born in Los Angeles, so that's by the ocean. And then we moved to Boca Raton, Florida, which is by the ocean. And we had a pool in Florida, and I just love the water. And this boy in 9th grade started calling me mermaid, and I had the long red hair. And then when my kids were little, the Disney did the Little Mermaid and gave her red hair, and my mom thought that was so cute. She was like, "Oh, look, they gave the Little Mermaid red hair," and because my mom was
Ariel.
Yeah. And so yeah, they used to call me mermaid. So, and my good friend, I have a Twitter friend, and she's in Texas, and I love to swim. I go swim at so I found a place to swim in California in Santa Clarita at the Gold's Gym, and it's a heated pool, and it's outside. There was an indoor pool in Georgia where I used to swim. But anyways, and we had a swim team at our high school too, and I should have been on it. I should have so been on it because I'm a good swimmer, a really good swimmer, and I want to learn to surf better. I've tried surfing, but I'm not great at it yet. But I want to learn to surf. So
I'm not much of a swimmer.
Now, I love being on the water. I love
yeah,
anything that has like with the boating,
on the
and
water,
I
near the
can
water.
live in a houseboat and be happy as I can be, you know. My dad always called me his little water dog because, you know, it's like, "Yep, boat, yep, I'm there," you know.
My dad and I built mahogany boats.
Oh, wow.
They were
Wow.
beautiful. We spent all winter in the garage and built a 12-foot and a 22-foot.
Oh, that's awesome.
neat.
I
Oh,
was
my
my dad's sidekick.
Yeah.
That's
Good
good.
night,
That's
Ron.
night, Ron.
Good night, Ron.
Yep, the sun is going down here, and it is getting chilly.
I see that Tim is getting ready to go live here in a little bit.
Who?
Yeah, I'm only 5 more minutes. I'm not gonna go 4 hours tonight.
No, not
I'm
tonight.
not. I am not gonna go 4 hours tonight. No. I stayed up too late. So Glad got me up to go to and I was glad she did. Glad got me up to go to we're gonna, she's trying to, I know what I need to do. I need to, she's closing the door. We're both very cold natured. And so she just got out of the pool. She wants the door closed. And I might go in because I'm chilly and I didn't bring a sweater out here. But I've got 4 more minutes. But thank you all for coming up here. Appreciate it.
I enjoy it. I really do.
I'm
And
sorry I was late.
I gotta, you know, talk to my sisters, you know.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
I'm glad I
sisters I
came
get
up.
to choose. Awesome. Love
Yeah.
that. The sisters
Yeah.
I get to choose. What are you eating, Ava? Ava's eating dinner. Make us all hungry. I got steaks that I'm probably gonna cook after this. Oh, and I got stuff. I almost made some to drink on here. I got stuff to make moose milk. I gotta make a
Really?
video.
Right
I
on.
got my stuff to make moose milk. Where's Paula?
I'm
Paula,
gonna
I got
get
my
stuff
stuff
to
to make
make
moose
moose
milk.
milk too. Awesome.
I'm
And I
sorry, but
got
for some reason that just still does not sound very appetizing to me.
it's Kahlua and where's
Plums.
rum,
And
spiced
whiskey.
rum and Irish cream. The
Yeah.
recipes on Paula's channel.
You can also Google it. There's a couple different recipes on Google.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I found a couple different recipes that
I'm
I
gonna
wanna
have
try.
to go.
Salad and
My
pizza
Have a
rolls.
good night,
calling me.
Lorraine.
Yes. Have a good night. Thanks for coming up. Yeah, I'm about done here. I got 2 more minutes. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Have a
Appreciate
good
you.
night,
Can you
Lorraine.
hear me?
Uh-huh. Yeah, you gotta go. So I could put you down.
Night, Lorraine.
Night.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to wimp out and go to the winery tomorrow. Yeah.
That's
I
fun
just,
though.
yeah, we have a local vineyard and winery here. And so I think I'm going to go get some shots out there and stuff, and you know, just see what it's like, and you know, kind of help
I don't
promote the
plan on doing
local
anything
businesses too.
myself.
Yeah, so I joined Harvest Hosts, but I haven't stayed at any of them. I looked into it. I haven't really I've boondocked out my brothers, you know, not meaning to, but you know, when my electricity goes out, I've boondocked out my brothers, but I haven't really boondocked out anywhere, you know, or I haven't stayed at any Harvest Hosts. I looked some up, but I ended up staying at a KOA my first night out because I was I was just, you know, my first time out and I wanted to plug in, so I stayed at a KOA and then I stayed at state parks and stuff. So, but I think soon I'm going to
Bye, Ava.
I'm going to be
Much love.
boondocking. Yep. Okay, I'm at an hour. Thank
Yeah,
you
well,
guys. So that would seem really short now compared to the
yeah,
4-hour one. I was said to Kenneth, I was like, "You've been a bad influence on me." now I'm
Right?
now I'm going live for 4 hours. I appreciate
yeah.
you all. Thank
Red,
you
I was
so
going
much.
to tell you, check out the channel. I put like a little tribute to
Oh,
my dog Iggy. I put like a little
oh,
tribute up there for you, and so you could see what little love bug he was and stuff.
I need
So
to see. I could have been up like all night. I was up till 3 and I watched one of Lorraine's videos and I was like, I want to go watch. You know, I'm behind on watching everybody's videos.
yeah, that was me. I was watching a bunch of the rains too. It's like I gotta go to sleep.
Yeah, I was up really late and then
Yeah.
so Gladys had to get me up for the zoo. But everybody check out my Instagram for pictures and Palm Desert, and I'll have to figure out another video to post and to figure out this editing. Still be figuring that out. But thanks so much, everybody. Thanks, Angie. Thanks, Dana. Um,
Thank you for having me.
yes, I
Thank
appreciate
you for
you.
having me up. And again, I'm sorry
Hmm?
I'm late.
That's okay.
I'll
No, that's okay.
see you
Anyway,
next time.
yes, I'll probably just keep it at the spot. I don't know. Probably we'll just wing it. We'll just see.
Yeah.
If
I'll
Karen
see
tells me to go live
you
again,
next
I'll obey.
time.
Yes, thanks so much.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Good night.
Good night.
Okay. Talk to you later. Bye. Good night, Angie. Good night, Angie.